Participating Arby's for a limited time.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
And we're back now on the pregame show with Bulldogs head coach Mark Few. Mark, boy, sometimes you just take a workmanlike win. And I think going down to Stockton, it's hard. There are a lot of things going down there that make it a difficult environment to play in. But you went down there and took care of business.
We sure did. We did it with our defense. It was rock solid pretty much for the entirety of that game. When we took the foot off the gas there with about 6 or 7 to go, they were able to get on a little bit of a run. But by and large, great effort on the defensive end. And then, the offense took a while, but finally it got going too.
Hey, Coach, you talked about the defense. These last 4 or 5 games have been pretty good. Looks like things are starting to go in the right direction on that side.
Yeah, you hope so. I mean, I think that's the case. We've certainly spent a lot of time on it. But, it's going to be challenged tonight. These guards from San Francisco are really, really talented. They're old. They've seen everything. They have a lot of freedom, and they can just hurt you in a bunch of different ways. Shooting threes, super athletic drivers, and very, adept at making twos, but then also getting themselves to the free throw line.
And, Coach, I think when you look at them, too, they come in with a lot of confidence. We talk about that quite a bit. I mean, they're playing really well. And like you said, the experienced group that comes in here feeling good.
Yeah, they've always kind of played with confidence. It's been interesting over the years, but I think now, especially after knocking off St. Mary's the other night, they're in, fighting for NCAA tournament berth right now. And so, we're going to get definitely their best shot. And we're going to have to be very, very, very good tonight to pull this one out.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Yep.
Quick break. Back right after this. Listen to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Benz Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Benz Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network, tip-off is just moments away. Now let's go courtside. Alongside Adam Morrison, here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here. We're at the McCarthy Athletic Center where the Bulldogs are getting ready to take on San Francisco. Second place in the WCC standings on the line here tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. The Bulldogs 9-3. San Francisco is 10-3. First meeting between the schools this year. We'll wrap up the regular season at the Chase Center in San Francisco against the Dons before making our way to Las Vegas for the WCC tournament. Lots on the line tonight, Mo. First and foremost, trying to chase down St. Mary's. And right there along with that goal, if you can keep winning basketball games, even if you don't quite get to the Gales, you'll have an opportunity to get that bye into the semifinals of the WCC tournament in Las Vegas. And obviously another opportunity at a tournament resume win. So big stuff afoot for the Bulldogs here over the next couple hours at the Kennel.
Yeah, lots of opportunity for resume type building. And then obviously we got to get quad 1, quad 2's got to start having these on our resume. And then the chance to if we can win, obviously, then take care of business against Pepperdine, and then have St. Mary's coming up down the road, be within 2 games. But if you get that win, be within a game and really put the pressure on them to finish out the regular season. But that first round bye is so important. We fought for it for years. Coach Few, pounded the gavel and got his wish. So we need to finish in the top 2, and this is a great opportunity to obviously do that tonight.
So Gonzaga on the floor. Here come the Dons as they get ready for tonight's basketball game. Looks like maybe we got pushed back a couple of minutes potentially, Mo, as I'm trying to do my math. So we'll just kind of keep things rolling here for right now. Gonzaga, before tonight's game, we'll see Coach Few honored. Grant Hill from USA Basketball is here, and we'll have a special presentation for him. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I know Coach Few was excited earlier today at shoot-around to see Grant Hill. He was here checking out the kennel and getting a little bit of a feel. So pretty awesome to have one of the all-time greats in the building tonight, and giving one of the all-time great college coaches a special medal for helping Team USA win gold at the Olympics over the summer.
Yeah, what a cool thing for Coach Few to have. There's not very many things left for him to accomplish, and that's obviously a gold medal, and then to have one of the greatest players of all time. I don't think the younger generation really understands how great Grant Hill really was for a stretch in the NBA. Yeah. He was a 6'7" guy that could cross people over, and if you go back, watch the old highlight tape, he was dunking on people. He was going by Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan.
Yep.
If he didn't have the ankle issues, you'd be talking to him probably top 15 of all time.
Yep.
He's great.
Yep.
He's a top 75 probably, but he was one of the all-time, modern, move your feet, extremely athletic, could shoot, and then just finish at the rim. And everybody, I've been around him a couple times, all-time great dude, and that's why he's leading Team USA as the general manager or the president of Team USA basketball. So great honor for Coach Few, well-deserved.
Yeah, nice to have Grant Hill in town, so we'll do that before we get the game started here tonight between the Bulldogs and the Dons. Cleaning up a few stats for the Bulldogs right now. Gonzaga has 6 players scoring in double figures right now. Only the Zags and Kentucky can say that in college basketball. And Mo, it gets us back to kind of our situation where you talk about consistency. And it's interesting, right? Because if everybody just got to their numbers on the same night, you'd get to your 87 points a game, which is one of the best numbers in the country. The Bulldogs second in the nation in scoring, top 10 in field goal percentage and free throw percentage. And I think, again, what we've talked about with this team, and when this team is unstoppable, it's 3 or 4 guys playing well together and maybe 1 or 2 guys having an off night versus having a situation where 2 guys are playing well and you've got 3 or 4 guys who have a tough night at the office.
Yeah, you want everybody obviously to play well, but you want at least 4 out of the 6, not 2 out of the 6, like you said. So if we can get everybody to play within a rhythm, now it's easier said than done. Shots have got to come into the right times. The rotations are a little bit different this year. We talked about how much depth we've had all season long. But guys got to also figure it out and learn their role and understand, hey, you might get a 4 or 5 minute run twice or maybe 2.5 times, and that's what you're going to get. You got to concentrate, lock in, and knock down shots and make plays. And it's not also just about scoring the basketball. Being impactful on the game, get a tip, get a deflection, the charge. All those things matter, and those show up in winning basketball. If we do that, we're one of the best teams in the country.
Now, Gonzaga and San Francisco, the Bulldogs lead the all-time series 74-22. We've seen the Zags the last couple of years in Las Vegas in the WCC tournament. A couple of Gonzaga wins down there, but as Mo has mentioned throughout this pregame, well, there have been a lot of tight ones with the Dons over the years. We'll see if the Bulldogs can post a big win here tonight and continue their pursuit of St. Mary's atop the West Coast Conference standing. So the Kennel Club is hopping as the Bulldogs will play 3 of their next 4 here on the home floor. The only road game will make the short trip down to Pullman next Wednesday. We've got Pepperdine here on Saturday night, and then a week from Saturday, St. Mary's is in town, and the Bulldogs will try to bounce back from that loss to the Gales down in Moraga. But first things first, it's the Zags and San Francisco here tonight. Again, Coach Few will be honored here this evening before our national anthem, and then we'll play some basketball. The Zags and San Francisco battling for second place in the West Coast Conference standings. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, well, it's almost time for basketball. We've got our starting lineups. Mo's keys to the game on our opening tip. It's all coming up after this timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy. Coolers stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked-out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you'll get to delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Just a few minutes away from tip-off between Gonzaga and San Francisco. We are in the national anthem, so we'll bring it back into the studio here for just a minute, give you another look around the out-of-town scoreboard. We got 3 games in the WCC that are in the second half. Pepperdine has a 50-41 lead against San Diego, 17-28 to play in that one. With 16 minutes to play in the second half, it's Loyola Marymount trailing Pacific 41-33. Pacific starting the second half of that one on a 9-0 run after trailing by 1 at halftime. And it is Portland with a 7-point lead against Oregon State, 45-38, 18-28 to go in the second half. And we do have a couple of games in the top 25. Tonight, both of them have gone final. Maryland picked up a nice win on the road at Nebraska, 83-75. Number 14, Memphis defeated South Florida, 80-65. And we mentioned a little bit ago the Four Nations face-off in hockey happening this week and next week. Team USA played their first game of the tournament tonight against Finland. They win it 6-1, 4 goals in the third period for Team USA. The Kachuk brothers, Matthew and Brady, with 2 goals apiece in that one. They will play Canada on Saturday night at 5 o'clock Pacific time in Montreal. That should be a fantastic environment. As again, we're just a couple minutes away from tip-off here, and national anthem just about to wrap up. And now we will get it back out to Spokane for tip-off. Tom, back to you guys.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Kyrie Hertz, daughter of Jared Hertz. Well, I've had an opportunity to see Kyrie grow up here around Gonzaga, and wonderful to hear her rendition of the national anthem. First time she's done it, and a fantastic job by Kyrie Hertz. So let's get ready now to take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game between the visiting Dons and the Gonzaga Bulldogs. San Francisco coming in at 20-6. The Bulldogs are 18-7 on the season. First, the starters for the visitors from the Hilltop in San Francisco. Malik Thomas is going to start in the backcourt. The senior, a transfer from USC, leading the West Coast Conference in scoring at 19.2 points per game. He'll be joined in the starting backcourt by Marcus Williams, a 6'2", 200-pounder. Started his career at Wyoming, where he was the Mountain West Freshman of the Year, transferred to Texas A&M, and then had a breakout year last season for the Dons. Rest of the starting lineup, we're going to see Tyrone Riley IV. He's a 6'6", 180-pound freshman out of Watts, California, averaging just under 10 points and 5.5 rebounds per game. On the front line, we're going to see Barry Wang, a 6'9", 240-pound sophomore. He's averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds per contest. And then starting in the middle will be Carlton Lingard. He's a transfer from Kansas State and UTSA, a 7', 225-pounder, averaging 8.5 points per game. Likes to step out and shoot the three. 115 of his 196 shots on the season are from behind the three-point line. For the Bulldogs, Ryan Nemhard gets the start at the point. He leads the nation in assists with 9.8 per game, nearly averaging a double-double on the season with 11 points per contest. Joined in the backcourt by Nolan Hickman, the senior out of Seattle, averaging 10.6 points per game. Nolan knocked down a couple of threes in the win over Pacific on Saturday. Starting on the wing for the Bulldogs, Caleb Battle, the 6'5", 185-pounder out of Hillside, New Jersey, averaging just under 13 points per game. On the front line for the Bulldogs, it's Ben Gregg, the 6'10", 230-pounder out of Clackamas, Oregon, averaging 10 points, 5.6 rebounds per contest. In the middle for the Bulldogs, it's Graham Ike, the 6'9", 250-pounder. He leads the Zags in scoring at 17 points per game. He leads the Bulldogs in rebounds at 7.1 per contest. Just named to the Karl Malone Award top 10 list, as he has had a magnificent senior season. Thomas, Lingard, Riley, Wang, and Williams, the starting five for San Francisco. Nembhard, Hickman, Ike, Gregg, and Battle will start for Coach Few's Zags. Mo, keys to the game for the Bulldogs tonight to pick up a win and move into sole possession in second place.
First, we got to guard the three-point line. You talked about it in the pregame. 45% of their total field goal attempts are from three. They like to shoot the three. Second, control their backcourt. 33 points combined for Williams and Thomas. They're terrific. Thomas is the leading scorer in the league at 19 points a game. Our ball screen coverages and locating them in transition is going to be extremely important. Third, most important, is to establish an inside presence. They do not have a lot of depth, a lot of beef inside. Graham Ike, Braden Huff got to get low post touches, go to work and deliver.
That's a look at our keys to the game as the Bulldogs are introduced to the home crowd here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Again, 3 of the next 4 games for the Zags will be played on the home floor. Just 3 games remaining in Spokane in this basketball season. Here tonight, we've got Pepperdine on Saturday, and then a week from Saturday, St. Mary's is in for Senior Day. Well, the Zags are going to wear their traditional home white uniforms with the red and blue trim. Gonzaga across their chests, their names in blue on the backs of the uniforms. San Francisco going with the black uniforms with the gold and green trim. San Francisco in cursive across their chests, their names in gold on the backs of the uniforms. The Bulldogs will move right to left in the first 20 minutes of action here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Our officials for tonight's game, Jeffrey Anderson, Rick Crawford, and Brett Smith. Well, the Dons are already on the floor awaiting the arrival of the Zags. And it is time to play basketball here after a long wait in Spokane. Wayne getting the start, the sophomore in place of Newberry, who suffered a knee injury back in December. A non-contact injury. Do not expect to see him for the rest of the year. So they lost one of their big experienced bruisers inside. Wang, the sophomore, starting at the 4. Lingard going to jump center for San Francisco. We came to do the honors for the Bulldogs. And looks like we've got something on the floor down here by the Don's bench. Rob Cavan, our outstanding facilities guy, trying to get that cleaned up. I don't know if that's you have a key out or something.
Yeah,
He's trying to.
What's going on here? OxyClean or something?
Yeah.
Set it and forget it. I don't think that's OxyClean, but
why not? I like it.
Set it and forget it. Was
I like where your mind is.
Remember, it was the oven thing. It was the emerald or whatever.
Yeah.
Set it and forget it.
Ball's in the air. The Lingard wins the opening tip, and we are underway here at the Kennel. Into the front court is Williams with it. The transfer from Texas A&M. He averages 14 a game. Defended by Hickman. Here's a pass right side, thrown into the front row of the Kennel Club. Bulldogs came over, quick double on Williams, and forced the turnover.
Yeah, I like that. We talked about it. They turned the ball over a ton, this San Francisco team. So first ball screen action, the instant trap.
Bulldogs with the ball, again moving right to left in the first 20 minutes. Nembhard dribbling left side of the floor, about 30 feet from the basket. Keeps the dribble alive there, gets a screen from Ike, dribbles to the right wing, flips it back to Graham, goes up, and it's an air ball challenged by Wang, who steps on the sideline trying to save it. It's going to be Gonzaga basketball.
That's a good challenge by Wang inside. He went vertical inside the circle. Good no call by the officials.
Well, Battle's going to inbound for the Bulldogs in front of the San Francisco bench. 30 seconds gone by here at the Kennel. Nembhard uses a screen from Gregg, dribbles to the right wing, now defended by Wang. Pull-up jumper from 14, wouldn't go down. Rebound to Williams for San Francisco. He'll bring his team the other way. Pass deflected by Gregg. It's chased down by Lingard. Gives it up to Thomas. Thomas dribbling to his left. Back to Lingard at the three-point line. Lingard, couple of dribbles, hands it off to Wang. Wang underhanded flip for Williams. Williams, 10 seconds to shoot. Defended by Nembhard on the right perimeter. Driving to the baseline. Can't get around Ryan. Fires a pass out left side. 2 seconds to shoot. The three is on the way, and it's good. And Malik Thomas buries the three, and Don strike first. And the Bulldogs are going to turn it over. Looking down low for Ike. Bobbles it out of bounds. It's San Francisco basketball.
Here's that 30 press we talked about in the pregame. 1-2-2. Let's see if Gonzaga can create some turnovers, speed this team up a little bit.
Here's the inbound to Thomas in the backcourt. Flips back over the top for Williams. Williams look to trap him, able to get it away to Thomas. He's wide open at the three-point line and buries the three. Malik Thomas with a couple of early makes from long range. 6-0, Dons have the lead. Here's Hickman with it. It's a screen from Greg. Dribbles to the top of the key. Pass left side for Battle. Califf gets a screen from Ike. Drives. Leans in. One-hander comes up short. San Francisco has a rebound. It's Lingard with it. Hands it off to Thomas into the front court. Back out to Lingard. Straightaway three is on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Wang tips it. Thomas can't save it. It's into the Bulldog bench, and we'll turn over to the Zags.
Talked about it. Keys to the game about 2 minutes ago. Got to guard the three-point line. Those three wide open and two makes for San Francisco early, especially Thomas, the leading scorer in the lead. Wide open threes.
Into the front court, Nembhard. Bulldogs trailing 6-0. Thomas, 39.5% three-point shooter. Very capable. There's Nembhard driving with the left hand. Gets a defender in the air. Can't get up a shot. Tries to bounce it to Ike, and it's stolen. Williams comes away with it. Don's on the run. Williams penetrates. Dribbles into the corner in front of the Bulldog bench. Pass out to Lingard. Lingard picks up his dribble, hands it off to Williams. Williams trying to get around Battle on the baseline. Cut off. Hickman comes over on the double team. Williams jumps in the air, throws a pass. Nolan Hickman was standing out of bounds as he stole that pass. Williams saying he got pushed, but Williams just dribbled himself into all sorts of trouble.
It's good defense by Caleb Battle to stay with him and use a physical body without fouling.
Williams looks to inbound, lobs it out for Lingard. Dribbling to his left, hands it off to Wang. Wang penetrating, whistle, and a touch foul is going to go against Ben Gregg. First on Ben. Bulldogs trail 6-0, 17-22 to play first half. A couple of three-pointers from Thomas has accounted for all the scoring here. Williams lobs it in for Lingard. Hands it back to Williams, three-point line. Sets a screen for him. Williams, three, rims out. Bulldogs catch a break. Ike rebounds to Nembhard. Ryan's up the right sideline into the front court to Battle trailing. Califf dribbles to the left wing. A whistle and a foul. That'll go against Thomas. Zags still looking for their first points of the night. Hickman inbounds to Nembhard. Dribbles to his right, gives it up to Battle. Out to Greg between the circles. Wang pressures. Left sideline pass Nembhard. Three-point line Ike. Underhanded flip for Hickman. Turns the corner with the left-handed dribble. Flips it back to Ike. Fakes the jump shot. Power dribble into the paint. Off the glass, too strong. And the Dons come away with the basketball. Riley with the rebound to Williams. Back to Riley in the front court. Lingard. Keeps his dribble live. Trying to back down Ike. Can't. Gives it up to Thomas. Thomas to the baseline. Retreats with it. Driving. Spinning, fading, and missing. Battle flies in to grab the rebound. Caleb brings it up the floor, almost double dribbled. Gives it up to Hickman in the front court, out to Greg. Ben will fire straight away three. That one's short. The Bulldogs' offensive woes continue 0 for 5 to start. Still a 6-0 San Francisco lead. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first half. Williams between the circles. Dribbling to his left off the screen from Lingard. Keeps the dribble alive. Gets another screen from the big 7-footer. Dribbles behind his back. Dribble it off his heel. Got it back. He's going to drive. Shot up. Wouldn't go down. Hickman rebounds. Nolan gives it up to Nembhard, who's into the front court. Driving on Wang. Body bumps. Fires it in the paint. Looking for Ike. Graham couldn't handle the pass. And here comes Thomas the other way. Thomas with Battle to beat. Misses the shot, but Caleb's whistled for the personal foul. We have an official timeout in Spokane. The Bulldogs are having a difficult time getting the ball in the basket. 15:50 to play first half. San Francisco 6, Gonzaga nothing You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We're back at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you. The Bulldogs off to a rough start here. They're 0 for 5 from the field, Mo. They've turned it over 3 times so far. Still trying to find their rhythm early, down 6-0.
Yeah, I've had some pretty good field goal attempts at it, too. Some good shots and just haven't dropped. Luckily for us, San Francisco's only up 6-0, so obviously plenty of game to go, 15-50 here early in the basketball game, left in the first half, but got to find some rhythm offensively.
A substitution coming for San Francisco. We're going to see Ryan Beasley, the sophomore, out of San Ramon, California. He's averaging 7.5 a game. He's a three-point shooter. 63 of his 123 attempts this year from behind the three-point line as Thomas makes the first free throw. He has accounted for all of the scoring in tonight's basketball game so far.
Let's see why he's the leading scorer in the WCC at 19.5. Good player.
Gets the free throw line and makes most of them. Here is an offensive rebound by Lingard, but the Bulldogs going to catch a break as he steps on the baseline after ripping down the offensive rebound off of the miss. 7-0 is the San Francisco lead. Nembhard into the front court with a dribble. Gives it up the Battle between the circles. Battle dribbling to his left. Gives it up to Hickman. Bounces for Gregg. Drives off the glass and in. Boy, that one almost missed. Gregg gets the Bulldogs on the board at 7-2 Dons.
Good slip on the floppy action on the down screen right there. That's a nice pass. Hickman to Gregg.
Beasley passes it left side. Lingard had it briefly. Back to Beasley. Now they work it right side. Wang driving with the left hand, lays it up and in, gets the kind roll. 9-2. Nembhard into the front court with it. Looking for Ike in the paint. Knocked away by Lingard, and it's a whistle, a foul. Chris Gerlofson is saying it's not a foul, but I mean,
yeah,
you understand. Yeah, there's, it's high pressure and you're excited, but Lingard's going to check out. They're going to bring in the backup James O'Donnell, a freshman out of Sydney, Australia, averaging 2 points a game. Nembhard looks to inbound. Sandecente's checked in for the Bulldogs. Ike had it stripped away from behind. His third turnover of the game. It's Beasley who comes away with it. Pulls up on the break. Fires the three. Misses the three. Ball tipped out of bounds. The officials are going to say it's going to stay with San Francisco.
I'm surprised Braden Huff hasn't stood up and gone to the scores table, honey.
Yeah. Tough start for Graham.
It's been 2 turnovers, a couple missed layups.
The Beasley's going to inbound for the Dons. Zags uncharacteristically turning the ball over early here. Beasley gets it in the far corner. Innocente defends Thomas, picks up his dribble. He gets it away to O'Donnell. Back out to Thomas between the circles. Sets a screen for Thomas. Skip pass right side, Beasley. Beasley back to Thomas. Driving, gets into the paint, flips it off the glass, a little too strong. Ike has the rebound for Gonzaga. Flips it over to Nembhard. Now back to Ike trailing. It's Nembhard again. Bulldogs trail by 7 early. Hickman now, left side, underhand to flip into Chente. Top of the key, Ike. Now Nemhart. Dribbling from the right side, gets to the paint, flips it up and in. Bulldogs got the lead to 9-4.
Great side ball screen action. He gets to the middle of the paint and a nice reverse layup right there.
Beasley changes directions, hands it off on the sideline to Riley, who bounces it for Wang between the circles. Couple dribbles to his left, had it stripped away, stolen by Inocente. Inocente with Thomas to beat, drives, throws it up, wouldn't go down. Tip for Ajayi is good. 9-6 Bulldogs on the trail by 3 on the tip in by Ajayi. Wang in the far corner trying to back Ajayi down. Passes it back out for Beasley. He holds 30 feet from the basket left side. Bounce to O'Donnell out top. Spins away from the pressure of Ike. Picks up his dribble. Trying to get it away. Hands it off to Thomas. Thomas to the baseline. Bounces for Riley. His shot is good off the glass.
Good finish right there with a nice challenge from Ike. That's a great finish.
Nemhart into the front court with it. Gives it up to Ajayi out top. Ajayi picks up the dribble over to Nemhart. Dribbles to his right. Thought about a three. Pulled it down. Bounces it for Ike. Spins to his left on O'Donnell. Shot up. Rolls around and finally drops for the Bulldogs. 11-8. Ike with the bucket. It was first of the game. Beasley barking out orders as he brings the ball up the floor. The backup point guard across the timeline with the dribble. Met by Nemhart. Bounces it to O'Donnell at the three-point line. O'Donnell spinning around. Had it stripped away by Nemhart. Ryan gives it away. Gets it back. Pulls up on the break. Nemhart's three is good. All net. And we're tied at 11 apiece.
Starting to be more like Gonzaga basketball, turning great defense into offense. Much better sequence here.
Wang has it, pressured by Ajayi. Gives it up to Thomas. Thomas driving, just barrels his way into the paint. And Coach Few is asking the official what the foul was. Me neither. It's that same thing when the offensive player, that's a no call, right?
Yeah.
If he puts his arm out and starts driving, it's.
What is Emmanuel Inocente supposed to do? Just complete retreating. His hands are back. It's a missed one. These are two officials, too, I haven't seen all year. We've talked about that. Usually we got the 8 or 9 you usually see. These two guys I haven't seen all season.
Williams back in, will inbound on the baseline. Lobs it in for Langford, knocked out of bounds by Braden Huff. Huff is checked in for Ike. So you've got Hickman, Nemhard, Huff, Ajayi, and Inocente. In for the first time, Benjamin Obosi. Williams looking inbound on the sideline, lobs it in. Lingard has it just inside a half court. Couple of dribbles, hands it off to Williams. Williams looking back to Lingard, who catches and flushes with two hands. Don's back on top by 2. Nemhard up the left side, gives it up to Inocente, to Ajayi behind the play. Ajayi fakes right, drives left, gets all the way to the rim, rejected by Lingard. San Francisco comes away with it. Williams into the front court quickly. Leaves it for Riley, the lefty, fires a three. It's no good. The rebound goes to Ajayi for Gonzaga. Bulldogs trail by 2. 8 minutes gone by. Ajayi gives it up. It's right side Nemhard. Bounces for Huff. Double comes. Kick back out. Nemhard's wide open. The three for Ryan is good. All net. And the Bulldogs have their first lead of the game. Back-to-back Gonzaga threes from Nemhard.
San Francisco doubles from the strong side. I don't know if they wanted that to happen. Wide open three for Nemhard is the result.
Williams to Beasley. They work it back right side. Williams in the corner. Beasley for three, and he's got it. 16-14.
Pass.
Here's a pass for Huff. It drops and a foul. Lingard whistles for his second personal, sending Braden Huff to the free throw line.
Excellent rim run, traditional lead pass, Nemhard to Huff. I love the shot fake at the end of that, Huddy, to get the player in the air. 3-point opportunity, much better basketball, the second sequence.
We have an official timeout on the floor, 11:26 to play first half. Zags and Dons tied at 16. Huff will try to change that when we come back from this timeout. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. But watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Braden up to the free throw line to try to give the Bulldogs the lead here after a slow start offensively for the Bulldogs. They've hit 5 of their last 6 field goal attempts. Visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Mo, you mentioned it going into the break. Much better pace for the Zags here in that second stanza.
Yeah, it was 0 for 5 in that first into the first media, and then obviously here into the second media, 7 of 14. So good job by our guys getting in a better rhythm. We've gotten our defense going a little bit, gotten out in transition, got some easy baskets. Nemhard with 2 threes as well.
Huff's free throw is good to complete the three-point play, and the Bulldogs go back ahead by 1. 17-16 Zags. Here comes San Francisco. Williams across half court, dribbles to his left, passes back to Beasley, fakes the handoff. Beasley dribbling to his left. Nemhard stays with him. O'Donnell back in the game for Lingard. And they work it back to Beasley. Around to Thomas. Another 3 on the way for Thomas. That one halfway down, popped out. The ball is loose and chased down by the Dons. 3 white shirts were there, but nobody could secure it. Williams dribbling out top. Will pull up and fire a 3. That one rims out. Fight for the rebound. It is going to be a hold on Braden Huff.
This O'Donnell kid is really giving good minutes on just hustle. Yeah. He's gotten his hands on like 3 or 4 basketballs. He got an offensive rebound earlier. Good minutes for San Francisco off the bench.
Talked about them not being a great offensive rebounding team, period. +1 right now.
Yeah, he's flying around, getting his hands on a basketball. That's winning plays.
Johnson inbound on the baseline. Battle has returned. He defends the inbound pass. It gets into O'Donnell. Dusty Stromer's checked in for the first time here. O'Donnell passes out to Beasley. Beasley defended by Huff. To the left wing. Pull-up jumper is good. Don's back ahead by 1. Nemhard walks it across the timeline. Bounces tough, top of the key. Braden spins around, hands it off to Stromer. Stromer turns the corner, Hop steps into the paint, can't get up a shot. Instead gives it back to Huff. Huff spins to the baseline, shot wouldn't go down. O'Donnell knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with his Zags.
Oh, so like Dusty to take that little 8-footer, right?
He didn't even look.
Got turned the corner on that DHO action. It's an 8 to 10 footer. Let's rise up and knock it down. I know you just checked in, but that's the shot presented.
Nemhard into Stromer at the three-point line left side. Bulldogs trail 18-17. 10-15 to play first half. Battle quickly fires down low to Huff. Huff going to work on O'Donnell. Has the shot rejected. Williams coming over on the double team. O'Donnell and Williams both there. And Beasley's going to check out. Riley is back in. Zags one down. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They trail by 1. Nemhard flips it out to Stromer between the circles. Dusty gives it up to Ajayi. Now for Nemhard. Nemhard, 5 seconds to shoot. Gets to the baseline. Now double team. Saves it out to Ajayi. 1 second to shoot. He fires the 3 as it expires, and the official's going to say shot clock violation. Didn't get it off in time. Bulldogs trail by 1. Just under 10 minutes to play first half. Gonzaga didn't get its first bucket until we were nearly 5 minutes in. Playing catch up for most of the night. Williams dribbling to his right. Passes in the corner. Riley shoots a three and hits it on net.
That's a big-time three in the corner. Ajayi with a great contest.
4-point lead for the Dons. Here's Nembhard between the circles to Ajayi. One dribble, pass over to Stromer. Dusty gets a screen from Ajayi, dribbling out top now. Trying to get around the defender, gives it up on the sideline to Nembhard. Nembhard gets a screen from Huff. He's got 8 points, drives, kicks in the corner. Battle fires a three, rims out. Williams has the rebound. Quickly gets it to Thomas. Thomas flying, gets past Stromer all the way to the rim and scores.
Beautiful transition move, in and out, right to left, simple off two. That's a beautiful play by Thomas.
Thomas has 9. Here's a whistle and a foul. Bosi picks up his first personal foul. Huff checks out. Ike is back in. Ajayi to the bench. Gregg is in. Hickman will replace Stromer. Hickman's going to inbound for the Bulldogs, who trail 23-17. Second time they've trailed by 6 in the game, been down by as many as 7. Nembhard gets a screen from Ike, dribbles to the left wing, little fadeaway jumper, wouldn't go down. O'Donnell has the rebound. Boy, the Bulldogs can't buy one.
Yeah, it's another stretch that we talked about in the pregame. There's too many of these.
Thomas walks it across half court. O'Donnell sets his screen. Dribbles to his left. Now back to his right. Bulldogs try to trap him. Thomas picks up his dribble. Bounces it to O'Donnell out top. Now right side Williams. He's wide open. That three won't go down. Ike with the rebound. Zags catch a break. Hand off to Nembhard. Gets it up the right side quickly to Hickman. He's into the front court. Crossover on Riley. Flips it up. Misses the shot. O'Donnell goes over the back of Gregg. And yeah, absolutely. The Dons aren't going to like it, but I mean, Ben had the rebounding position, and he ended up on the ground.
Good call by the officials. O'Donnell's been all over the place. Excuse me, but that's a legitimate over the back. What a missed layup by Hickman, who's been terrific. This is the left-hand layup on the right-hand side. I like the scoop to avoid the defense. We got to finish.
Inbound to Hickman at the three-point line. Bulldogs still trailing 23-17. Pass to Battle. Looking down low for Ike. It's not there. Over to Hickman. Hickman gets a screen from Gregg. Dribbles into the far corner. Finds Gregg cutting. His shot is rejected, but Wang is going to be called for the personal foul. Bulldogs trail by 6. It's been kind of a down and then up and then down again game for the Bulldogs. They started 0 for 5, went 5 for 6. They've missed their last 5 field goal attempts and haven't scored for over 3 minutes.
That's too many of these situations all season long. Just moments of brilliance and then moments of extreme mediocrity. As Ben Gregg makes the first, but we said we're not expecting to pitch a shutout in theory, right, and make every shot, but there's too many stretches where we don't buy a bucket and, miss layups or miss Division I layups or not taking an 8-footer when he should, as Ben Gregg makes both free throws.
Jason Rivera-Torres has checked in for the first time. Transfer from Vanderbilt. Averages about 6 a game. Beasley back on the floor. The backup point guard brings it across half court. The Bulldogs trail by 4. Beasley gets a screen from Wang. Passes back to Wang at the three-point line. He'll shoot a three. That one's off the back iron. Nembhard pokes the rebound into the hands of Ike. Graham surveys, gives it up to Hickman. He's quickly into the front court with it. To Ike behind the play. Now right side, it's Nembhard. Nembhard calling for Ike to go pick up. Gets it to Gregg. Gregg for Ike. Graham power dribble into the paint. He scores off the glass and he's fouled. Take your pick. 3 black shirts were there. And it's going to go against Wang. Bulldogs continue to work inside. They're finding some success in there. That's number 2 on the starting 4-man for the Dons. 7:46 to play first half. Graham Ike to the free throw line after this. Our score, San Francisco 23, Gonzaga 21. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Back at the kennel where the Bulldogs trail San Francisco 23-21, 7:46 to play in the first half. AgWest Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, AgWest brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. Now, Lingard, the starting five-man, 2 personal fouls for the Dons. Barry Wang, the starting 4-man, just picked up his second personal foul. See, Mo, if the Bulldogs could continue to work inside and calm down and find some success in there.
Yeah, once we got it inside, get low post touches, we've either scored or got good shots on target. Then obviously when they double team, Nemhard's been the recipient of some kickouts and some wide open threes. He's made both. So getting low post touches, and it's not at 18 feet, it's at 10 to 12 feet where one less dribble, you can split double teams and still get a nice shot on goal, is paramount against a team like San Francisco, who is not deep and does not want to play physical basketball inside.
Out of the huddle, it'll be Ike, Hickman, Battle, Nemhard, and Gregg for the Bulldogs. Williams, Beasley, Thomas, Rivera, Torres, and O'Donnell on the floor for San Francisco. Ike to the free throw line. And that one rims out, so it'll remain a 23-21 lead. San Francisco on top, Beasley across half court to the far side of the floor. Gives it up to O'Donnell out top, big freshman out of Australia. Trying to get around Ike. Now underhand flips it to Williams. Williams dribbling out top. Pass back right sideline. Thomas fakes right, goes left. High jump shot is good over Battle.
That was a rainbow right there. Nice make. 14-footer. Tough one.
Thomas feeling good. 11 points here in the first half. Nemhard bounces far sideline in front of the Kennel Club for Gregg. Ben gives it up on the sideline to Nemhard. Ryan gets a screen from Gregg. Ben trying to post up. Power dribble, gets into the paint, flips it off the glass and in. Boy, I tell you what, Rivera Torres had his hands all over Ben. Fought through it, got the lead to 2.
I like that matchup inside. I wonder if they're going to go back to it inside. Ben Gregg versus Torres.
Beasley directing traffic from 40 feet, passes it on the sideline. Thomas has it, defended by Battle. It's a screen from O'Donnell. Can't shake free of Caleb. Skips it right side. Beasley. Extra pass in the corner. Torres. Step back jumper on the baseline. Won't go down. Ike his 5th rebound. Quickly to Nemhard. Ryan surveys. Bulldogs trail by 2. Finds Gregg running the floor. Lays it off the glass and in. We're tied at 25.
Excellent lead pass from Nemhard. Again, another rim run situation. He had one with Huff earlier.
Second tie of the basketball game. Williams with it. Screen from O'Donnell. Dribbles to the right elbow. Gives it up in the corner. Beasley for 3. It's good. Boy, they've had an answer. 28-25, Beasley's second made 3.
5 of 13 for San Francisco for beyond the arc.
Beautiful look over the top for Ike, who misses from point-blank range. Bulldogs trail by 3 into the front court. Here's a drive by Thomas, leans in, and I'm sorry, Mo, it's a terrible call. Offensive player is leaning and leaning and leaning. Ben retreats and blocks it clean up top.
That call got bailed out. Thomas, who's averaging 19 points a game, one of the best players in the conference, got a beneficial whistle right there. That was really good defense from Ben Gregg inside. Second person, I think Ajayi's going to check in for him.
First one is good for Thomas. I just don't like the... I mean, it's okay, obviously, for an offensive player to initiate some contact, but when he falls down and the defensive player didn't do anything, it's I don't like that call. Here's the second for Thomas, who has 12 points in the game. Give him 13. He's a good free throw shooter. Better than 83%. Bulldogs trail by 5 again, 30-25. 5:50 to play first half. So Ajayi has checked in. Nembhard dribbling out top with it. Bounces it to Battle. Battle gives it back to Nembhard. Fakes the three. Driving. Gets into the paint. Spins around. Short pass for Ajayi. Almost stripped away by Riley. And then finally a whistle. Boy, those perimeter guys for San Francisco, they are doubling hard. Riley got caught that time. His first. Ajayi to the free throw line as the Bulldogs are in the bonus. Gerlifson's looking up right now. He's trying to complain to the official. Look at the discrepancy. It's
8-5.
Yeah. Your guy just
hammered.
Yeah, got a call on the one end as Ajayi misses the free throw. Ike, offensive rebound, put back. That wouldn't go down. Ball tipped into the hands of Ajayi. He had it stripped away, chased it down, gives it up to Battle. Battle driving with the left hand. He leans in. Shot good. Foul on the Dons. That'll go against Abosi, his second.
Scramble play right there. Good job by Ajayi staying with it after the missed free throw. Ball squirted out to Battle. Then he just kind of in and out left hand by the left elbow and gets a step on the defender. That's a beautiful finish. First made field goal of the game.
5:22 to play first half. Battle's free throw is good. 30-28 is the San Francisco lead. Well, we've only seen that press from the Bulldogs, once, maybe twice, Mo, as they back off again.
And I'm not sure why they're not imploring it. No, we gave up a wide open three, and Coach Few kind of loses his mind on those deals.
Williams dribbling to his left. Skips it back right side. Abosi has it. Dribbles once. Underhanded toss for Thomas. Thomas trying to draw contact and draw another foul. Didn't get it that time. Passes over to Williams. Williams can't get around Hickman. Bounces on the baseline. Beautiful cut and a finish by Riley.
Nice pass. Like you said, left-hand finish by Riley.
32-28 is the Dons' lead. Ajayi out top. Bounces it for Ike. Takes his time. Here comes a double team. Spins away from it, and he's going to be called for a travel.
O'Donnell's doing an excellent job for San Francisco of kind of pulling the chair out against Graham, who's really struggled this game. He's only got 4 points, has 6 rebounds, but really tripping over himself and fumbling the basketball inside.
2 out of 6 from the field. Bulldogs trail 32-28. San Francisco has the ball offensively. O'Donnell, right elbow. Dribbling with the left hand, tries to hand it off to Williams. He does. Williams can't get around Hickman. Here comes a double team. Ike retreats. Williams back across the paint, flips it up with the left and in. Bulldogs trail by 6. Every time Gonzaga seems to be getting some traction, San Francisco makes a couple of plays. Nembhard across half court. Hands it off on the sideline. Hickman, top of key, Ike. Fakes the handoff. Picks up his dribble, passes to Nembhard, sets a screen for Ryan. Penetrates with the left hand, off balance as he switches to the right and hits. Nembhard into double figures with 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, beautiful finish inside. Finishes off 2 with a nice 12-foot floater. That's a tough shot.
Under 4 to play first half. There's a handoff for Thomas in front of the GU bench. Passes it back out. Williams has it. O'Donnell sets a screen. Williams dribbles to his left. Bounces in the paint. O'Donnell catches, spins, and scores. Well, this kid is having a game. 36-30. Hickman, a little crossover on Thomas. Can't get up a shot. Fires it out to Nembhard. Nembhard to Ajayi. Ajayi trying to drive, and it looks like Abosi is going to be whistled for the personal. It's a trip, and that'll be his 3rd personal foul. Zags playing catch-up for most of the night. San Francisco leading by 6. It's 36-30. 3:21 to play first half. Back after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
It's time for home team rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back in the kennel, Bulldogs trail San Francisco 36-30, 3:21 to play first half. Tonight's game is sponsored by U.S. Bank. At U.S. Bank, we team together and support our customers and our communities. Go Bulldogs! U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. The Bulldogs trailing by 6. They've been down by as many as 7. San Francisco has led for 13 minutes and 43 seconds. The Zags have led for just over 1 minute in a game that's had 4 lead changes, 3 ties. Mo, the Bulldogs trying to just, I think, saw wood at this point, as the great Leon Rice always used to say. You get the ball inside, and you've been pinning foul trouble on some of these guys. Abosi just picked up his 3rd, and then you've got Lingard and Wang sitting on the bench with 2.
Yeah, it's, can't allow them, obviously, to create a lead. That goes without saying, but got to continue to throw it inside and see if we can pin fouls. We're in the double bonus for the last 3:21. Got to do a little bit better job defensively. 5 of 13 from downtown, 38% for San Francisco. 14 of 26 overall. That's 53%.
Ajayi's first free throw is good. Substitutions, Beasley in for USF, taking over for Abosi. And Achente will replace Hickman for the Bulldogs. Mike goes 1 out of 2, and San Francisco comes away with the rebounds. 1 for 3 on the night. 36-31, Williams. Lead San Francisco into the offensive end. Defended by Battle, couple steps inside of half court. Williams taking his time, waits for a screen from O'Donnell, gets it. Dribbles to his left. Shot clock ticks down to 7. Still 40 feet from the basket. Dribbling to his right. 4 seconds to shoot. Drives, passes it out. Beasley with 1. Shot rejected by Inocente. It's a shot clock violation.
I don't know about that, right? He lost it. And Inocente has a chance for a breakaway right there, right? I wonder what the letter of the law is. I mean, obviously, but that looks like a
field plays.
Field, like that should be a breakaway. But nonetheless, good defense by Gonzaga.
Nemhard in the front court to Inocente, out to Ike, who hands it back to Nemhard. Nemhard, right sideline pass, Battle, catches and fires the 3. Halfway down, pops out. O'Donnell rebounds for San Francisco. Bulldogs still trail by 5, 2.5 to play first half. Williams walks it across half court, where he's met by Inocente. Bounces to O'Donnell. O'Donnell at the free throw line. Tries to spin on Ike. Can't. Hands it off to Riley instead. Left-handed freshman passes over to Thomas. Thomas with 8 seconds to shoot. Dribbles to his right, defended by Ajayi. Spins on Mike. Can't get up a shot. Spins again. Falls down as he throws it up. Wouldn't go down. Ike has the rebound. Nemhard up the right side. It's Battle with it over there. Skips it left corner. We've got a wide open look at a 3. And Achente. Good. Emmanuel knocks it down to cut the lead to 2.
Excellent skip pass from Battle. That created that shot situation. Bullet from the opposite side of the floor.
Williams dribbling to his left. Trying to get around Battle. He gets body bumped. And we've got Williams talking to Ike, and none of the officials, as they all walk around, are doing anything about it. Now they will. And, hey, Mo, it's going to go back to the point that we've made 3 or 4 times. If you're going to try to finish a play after the whistle, the other guy
can clobber you.
What are we doing?
I know. No, you're right. That needs to be addressed, and it's a legitimate concern because people can get hurt, and then obviously the whistle blows. I can go get one on a guy, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're right. That's a very good point.
Inbound to Beasley in the corner where he's defended by Nemhard, far side of the floor. Dribbles away from the pressure. Calls for a screen from O'Donnell. Dribbling to his right. Gives it up to Williams. Williams 3-point line. 6 seconds to shoot. Backing down Nemhard. Gets into the paint. Leans in. Shot challenge. It's a shot clock violation. Back-to-back shot clock violations. And we'll head the other way. Bulldogs trail by 2, 1:21 to play.
Great individual defense right there in the post by Nemhard. Williams tried to challenge him and post him up, and he stood his ground and then contested with late help from Ike.
Nemhard's going to walk it across half court. It's a screen from Ike. Dribbles to his left, pulls up, shoots a 3 for the lead. It's no good. Ajayi flies in. He couldn't control it, just tried to tip it and knocked it away from one of his teammates. Here come the Dons the other way. Riley fakes the pass, drives. Shot off glass, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound, put back good. Riley sticks with it. 38-34 is the San Francisco lead. Nemhard to the right wing, bounces in the paint. Beautiful look for Ajayi, who's hammered, not once but twice. He finishes through the contact and cuts the lead to 2. Williams dribbling to his right, pull-up jumper from the wing. Short rebound is tipped by Nemhard. Ajayi chases it down. Gives it back to Ryan. He's into the front court with it. Ryan driving, flips it up. It's an air ball from just underneath the basket. Coach Few with his hands.
I just did the same
coming
thing.
Up to his forehead. San Francisco is going to come away with the rebound and call a 30-second timeout to set something up. Ryan saying, my bad, as he heads back to the huddle. Well, I think that was one of those things. He made the great move to get there, and that defender came late, and I think
he thought it was going to be, he was going to use the rim as a protector, and he had the left-hand layup instead. And normally a A-plus decision maker, but that was a D-. Had a good first half, though. 10 points, 4 assists.
Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. Dons will have the ball. Shot clock is off. 22.6 seconds to play in the first half. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield. San Francisco inbound from in front of the Gonzaga bench. Williams will pass it in. Bounce it into Beasley. Bulldogs just going to let the Dons run this clock down as Nemhard waits about 15 feet away. Zags back off into a 1-2-2 zone. Here's a pass right side. A 3 is on the way. Nowhere close. Ajayi with the rebound as Williams misses. Hands it off to Nemhard. Nemhard, 4 seconds. Gets to a little pull-up to tie. Shot wouldn't go. Tip for Ajayi is good. And we're tied at 38.
What a mental mistake by San Francisco shooting that ball with 8 seconds left, especially a contested jumper. Nemhard pushes it down the floor, gets a good shot up on goal. What a tip in by Ajayi. Great momentum booster to tie the basketball game up for Gonzaga.
We get a look. Ajayi tipping it in. You can count it. The Dons were saying that it was in the cylinder. It's nowhere close. Then they were complaining that maybe it came after. The officials went back and looked at it and count the basket. So hustle play from Ajayi, the left-handed tip in, and we're knotted up at 38 at halftime. Halftime show coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close. but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now, let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Tom Hudson, Adam Morris with you here at the McCarthy Athletic Center, where the Bulldogs have been playing catch-up for the majority of the night. Gonzaga watching Thomas knock down a couple of threes early. It took the Bulldogs nearly 5 minutes to get on the board here as Gonzaga saw San Francisco open with a 7-0 lead. So the Bulldogs finally get on the board. They continue to rally. Ryan Nembhard providing an early offensive spark for the Zags. For Riley, the lefty fires a three. It's no good. The rebound goes to Ajayi for Gonzaga. Bulldogs trail by 2. 8 minutes gone by. Ajayi gives it up. It's right side Nembhard. Bounces for Huff. Double comes. Kick back out. Nembhard's wide open. The three for Ryan is good. All net. And the Bulldogs have their first lead of the game. Back-to-back Gonzaga threes from Nembhard. Ryan Nembhard, Mo, with a really nice first half. He had that early turnover, but got settled in. You mentioned he had the one that maybe he'd like to have back, but overall, you have to like the way he played.
Yeah, 10 points, 4 assists, knocked down those 2 threes, playing super under controlling the pace.
So the Bulldogs would lead 14-13. San Francisco would reclaim the lead. Braden Huff off the bench, getting his only bucket of the first half. Here's a pass for Huff. It drops and a foul. Lingard whistled for a second personal, sending Braden Huff to the free throw line. Huff made the free throw, 3 points in the first half. Mo, credit to San Francisco. The Bulldogs a couple of times looked like maybe they were starting to get some traction there, but San Francisco had some answers.
Yeah, they've done a good job of kind of maintaining that soft lead that they've had and haven't given out a big run for Gonzaga. But in the counter, we started off terrible 0 for 5, but climbed back into the basketball game.
Now the Bulldogs trailing by 5 again. Caleb Battle cutting the lead to 2 with a 3-point play as Gonzaga would rally late in the first half. Ajayi misses the free throw. Ike offensive rebound put back. That wouldn't go down. Ball tipped into the hands of Ajayi. He had it stripped away, chased it down, gives it up to Battle. Battle driving with the left hand. He leans in. Shot good. Foul on the Dons. That'll go against Abosi, his second. Free throw good for Caleb Battle, and the Bulldogs, to their credit. I think, Mo, there's some credit to go around. And San Francisco's made some big shots after the Bulldogs got back in it, maybe got the crowd going. But the Zags able to rally there late in the half. That tip in by Ajayi hopefully built some momentum for the Bulldogs as they come back and tie it at 38.
Yeah, Ajayi's been terrific off the bench. 3 of 4, 6 rebounds, 7 points. Good energy, flying around, getting rebounds.
Bulldogs and the Dons tied at 38 after 20 minutes. We're going to take a break here in Spokane. Matt Schweiker standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios for the halftime show score update. Back after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything, but while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people, for charting your own path, for choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else, because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU, power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join, federally insured by NCUA.
Support Gonzaga basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
Gonzaga and San Francisco knotted up at 38 at the break. Welcome inside the Learfield Network studios. Matt Schweiker with you here tonight. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Every other game in the WCC has gone final. We had 3 earlier this evening. Pepperdine with the win at home over San Diego, 88-81. Pacific blows out Loyola Marymount on the road, 83-58. Pacific trailed by 1 at the break and then outscored Loyola 51-25 in the second half. And how about Portland pulling off a bit of an upset at home against Oregon State? It's Portland picking up the win, 84-72. So that helps Gonzaga gain a little bit more separation beyond that top 3 in 6 in league play. We did have 2 games in the top 25 tonight. They've both gone final. It was number 25, Maryland, picking up the win over Nebraska, 83-75. And it was number 14, Memphis, winning comfortably over South Florida, 80-65. We've got some big games in the top 25 this weekend. We'll take a quick look at Saturday's slate. We've got a ranked versus ranked game in the Big Ten tipping off at 10 o'clock Pacific time Saturday morning. Number 7, Purdue at home against number 16, Wisconsin. Then at 11 o'clock, number 13, Arizona hosting number 6, Houston, in a big game in the Big 12. The biggest game of the day is at 1 o'clock Pacific time in Tuscaloosa. Number 1, Auburn on the road against number 2, Alabama, a 1 versus 2 matchup between the top 2 teams in the SEC. And, of course, those 2 schools, bitter rivals as well. We've got another big rivalry game in the SEC at 3 o'clock. Number 19, Ole Miss against number 22, Mississippi State. Kentucky will go on the road to take on Texas. And number 17, Kansas, they've been struggling a bit lately. They will hit the road once again to take on Utah. That will be a 7 o'clock Pacific time tip on Saturday night. That's your look around the out-of-town scoreboard. Once again, our score here at the break, Gonzaga and San Francisco tied at 38. We'll take another break. Our halftime coverage continues next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Halftime at the Kettle. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. 38-38 our score for the Zags and visiting San Francisco. Bill's Heating and Air, proud sponsor, Gonzaga Athletics. Call now for your free estimate. Bill's Heating and Air, home with a low price guarantee. Go Zags. Leading scorer for Gonzaga in the first half was Ryan Nembhard, the Bulldogs point guard, 10 points on 4 of 9 shooting. He knocked down a pair of threes, also had 4 assists against just 1 turnover. Ben Gregg, 3 out of 4 from the field. He had 8 points in 8 minutes, but picked up 2 personal fouls and spent 12 minutes on the bench in the first half. Mike Ajayi coming off the bench, providing 7 points and 6 rebounds for the Bulldogs as he played nearly 12 minutes in place of Gregg. So 10 for Nembhard, 8 scored by Gregg. Ajayi with 7. Ike had 4 on 2 of 6 shooting from the field. Inocente and Huff with 3 each. Battle had 3 Bulldog points. Gonzaga was 15 out of 33. It's 45.5%. 3 out of 7 shooting. 3's 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, it's Malik Thomas with 13 on 4 of 8 shooting to lead the way for the Dons. He knocked down a couple of threes to open up the basketball game. Tyrone Riley, the 4th, 4 out of 6 from the field with 9 points. And then Ryan Beasley with a couple of three-pointers to his credit has scored 8. The Dons hit 15 of 32 shots. That's 47%. 5 out of 14 shooting threes, 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. And Mo, you have to like the production. The Bulldogs are getting out of the 4 spot. Ben Gregg, when he was out there, was efficient. But Mike Ajayi has really been flying around tonight.
3 of 4, the 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, a couple tip-ins on those offensive rebounds. So a terrific job of flying around and just making plays happen.
No, the Bulldogs and the Dons tied at 38 apiece. Second half action coming your way after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Back in the Kettle, 38-38 is our score. Mo, second place on the line in these next 20 minutes. What do the Zags need to do to claim it?
Continue to go inside. Ike was terrific a little bit down the stretch. Obviously, Ben Gregg and Ajayi inside. That's another inside presence for terrific. So try to establish the inside. I'd like Nembhard's first half as well. So much of the same. Obviously, got to do a better job defensively on Thomas. Had 13 first half points, averages 19 on the season. And got to guard the three-point line. 5 of 14 doesn't jump out at you, but they shoot a ton of them. We got to try to limit their wide-open three-point attempts.
Now, San Francisco just made a late change to their lineup to open the second half. Looks like Beasley's going to be out on the floor, so Zag coaching staff want to get that clarified. It'll be Beasley, Thomas, it's like Riley, Lingard, and it looks like Wang's going to come out of the huddle. So Beasley will start in place of Marcus Williams at the point in the second half. For the Bulldogs, it is the original starters. Nembhard, Hickman, Battle, Gregg, and Ike. And Gonzaga will have the ball. The Bulldogs moving left to right in the second half here. You got Lingard with 2 personal fouls, Wang with 2 personals, and Gregg has 2 for the Bulldogs. Back to action. Hickman has the ball top of the key. Defended by Riley. Gives it up right side. Battle coming off a Gregg screen. Fires it back to Ben. Leans into Wang. He scores and a foul. Wang picks up his 3rd, and Ben Gregg is headed to the free throw line.
Great pass from Battle off the down screen action. Could have shot a contested 17-footer, but gives it up to the rim-rolling Ben Gregg. Dips his left shoulder into the guy and gets Wang. Great finish, great start to the half, great timeout after timeout, whatever you want to call it. Call from Coach Few to start the half.
Gregg's free throw is good. Gonzaga has its biggest lead of the game. It's 41-38. 5th lead change. Thomas will bring the ball into the offensive end for USF. Short pass to Beasley, about 40 feet from the basket. Dribbles to the right side of the floor. Bounces it to Wang. Wang back to the basket at the free throw line. Dribble with the left hand out to the three-point line. Gives it up to Thomas for a jumper, and that one is good. 41-40 is the score. Thomas with 15 points in the game now. Battle dribbles, picks it up, skips it left side to Gregg at the three-point line. Ben gives it up on the sideline, Nembhard. He flips it to Ike. Defended by Lingard. Double comes, kick it out to Nembhard. To Battle now. He drives, leaves it for Gregg, and we've got a foul. It is going to be a block on USF. Oh, no, we're going the other way. They're calling the offensive foul on Battle. Caleb's a little slow getting up. I thought the defender was in that restricted cylinder. I'm not sure, but
I don't know why you're looking up to the big board, Huddy. You're wasting your time. You're not going to get a replay here. I'll stop complaining about it after the season. So just if you're listening, I'm sorry, but the fact we don't get replays in our own gym doesn't make any sense.
Beasley gives it up to Wang between the circles. Thomas calls for it. Has it in front of his head coach, Chris Gurluson, on the San Francisco bench. Passes in the corner. Here's a drive on the baseline. Riley, the little runner, wouldn't go down. The rebound is secured at the free throw line by Nembhard. Fires a pass up the right side to Hickman. Nolan driving and hitting. There's a absolute ton of contact on that play. No whistle. Bulldogs lead by 3.
Excellent finish in transition. I thought he got hit as well. High soft off the glass.
Beasley driving. He'll try a runner to answer, and he hits. 90 seconds gone by in the second half. Bulldogs lead is 1. Gregg looking over the top. Ike catches, gathers, and scores. Gregg to Ike. Bulldogs lead back to 3.
Excellent high-low action, big to big.
Furious pace to start the second half. Bulldogs with a steal and then a late whistle well after Beasley lost the basketball. Let's see who they got the foul on. It's going to go against Ben Gregg. That's his 3rd.
I'll be curious to see if they go to the bench. He's had a terrific game so far with 11. I'd like to keep him in. Obviously, Ajayi's been good as well with 7 and 6 off the bench. So Coach Few's electing to keep Ben Gregg in the basketball game. Usually that's B-Mike's decision a little bit as well.
Beasley's going to inbound on the baseline. Into Lingard. Big man. Pass out to Beasley. Beasley gets a screen from Lingard, dribbles to his left, pull-up jumper from the wing, won't go down. Ike with another rebound for Gonzaga. Bulldogs lead is 3. Nembhard in the front court to Hickman. Nolan, three-point line left side, top of the key. Ike, he's wide open, shoots the 3 and connects. Lingard backs off. Graham buries the 3. The Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night.
9 points, 8 rebounds. If they're going to give him that shot, that's an okay one to take 1 or 2 a game.
Lingard, three-point line the other way. Dribbling to his right, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas, double team, Battle strips it away. Califf on the run. Califf 1-on-3, gets all the way to the rim. High scoop off the glass, wouldn't go down. Williams back on the floor, brings it into the front court. Hands it off to Lingard. Lingard, three-point line right side. Bounce it. Thomas drives baseline. He misses the shot, but a whistle and a foul. He landed awkwardly. The foul's going to go against Greg. And that's Ben's fourth, and we're going to see Mike Ajayi.
He's got to let them go right there.
Yeah, Ben's looking around saying they didn't touch him. And
it wasn't him.
I don't think it was him either.
No. 13.
They are going to change it to 13, so it was on not Greg. Well, that'll be number 1. And we'll see. I think Coach Pugh was looking at it saying, you know what, that was close. Let's send Mike back out there as Thomas steps to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a tough situation, but
first
glad it wasn't on
good.
Ben. If you're Ben in that situation, let it go. And obviously the refs made the wrong decision, but he's had a great first half.
Battle checks out, so does Greg. Ajayi Innocente in for the Bulldogs. Thomas goes 2 for 2 in this trip. 48-44 is the Gonzaga lead. Nemhard into the front court with it. Short pass to Innocente. Now to Ajayi between the circles. Bounces left side. Nemhard. Nemhard looking down low. Catch, spin, score. Ike. 50-44. Under 17 to play in our basketball game. Williams will set up the offense. It's a screen from Lingard. Dribbles to his left. Looking down low. Ike flies in, bats it away. Innocente dives on it, saves it to Nemhard. Ryan quickly into the front court with it. Ryan dribbling to the left wing, had it stripped away by Wang. Ajayi comes away with a loose basketball. Pull up from 8 is good. Ajayi flying around. Bulldogs by 8. San Francisco timeout.
Great minutes from Ajayi off the bench. 9.6 rebounds, really flying around. Great start to the second half for Gonzaga.
This 30-second timeout called by the Dons brings us to an official timeout with 16:28 to play. Gonzaga has its largest lead of the night. 52-44 is our score. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Getting a little loud in here. Great start to the second half for the Bulldogs, who have outscored San Francisco 14-6. The Bulldogs, Mo, on fire offensively here early in the second half to build this lead.
6 of 7, 1-1 from downtown. Excellent offensive execution. Got a lot of shots around the rim from unselfish play, some design, late breaks, the 90 to get Graham Ike the layup. That's a cross screen, down screen action that we ran when I was here, but I heard Coach Few calls like, oh, 90, haven't heard that one in a while. Boom, layup. It's like, oh, it still works. But good job by our guys with a lot of energy, especially defensively as well. So hopefully we continue to push this game wide open. San Francisco's a dangerous offensive team.
Graham Ike has scored 7 of his 11 points here in the second half. Greg also has 11. Nemhard with 10. 9 points scored by Mike Ajayi. San Francisco out of the timeout will have the ball on the baseline. 94 feet to travel. Inbound to Williams. And he's across the timeline. Defended by Hickman. Gives it up left side for Thomas. Thomas trying to get around Inocente. Taken away by Ajayi. Mike starts to run up the floor. Now slows down. We'll give it up to his point guard, Nemhard. Right into the front court, looking down low in the paint. It's not there. Inocente instead. He'll drive. Gets to the rim. Off the glass. Wouldn't go. Ike's tip no good. Ajayi had the rebound, but it was taken away from him. And then a foul goes against Mike. And hey, that's foul number 4 on Wang. I'm sorry. Yeah. He got a big piece of Emmanuel Inocente on that.
Tough break. We had a good take, and then we had 2 good tip-in attempts right after. We're playing good basketball here, but that's the critical stuff we talked about in the pregame. Got to finish those, and we go up 10 right after a turnover from San Francisco. Changes the complexion of the game. Instead, foul, they get another shot at it.
Abosi checks in for Wang. Williams into the front court. Beasley's returned. He has it now to Abosi out top. Back to Beasley. Beasley, couple dribbles to the left. Gives it up. The 3 is on the way and nowhere close for Lingard. Second miss from behind the three-point line tonight. Nemhard hands it off in the front court. Hickman gets a screen from Ajayi to the top of the key. Pass back to Ajayi, three-point line in front of the GU bench to Nemhard. Nemhard body bump by Williams. Still able to get it away to Ike. Going to work on Lingard, and it's good. Ike with a bucket on Lingard, and that lead does get to double digits. It's 54-44.
13-9 for Graham.
Riley on the drive, kicks it back out. Abosi in front of the San Francisco bench, driving. Ajayi comes over on the help, fires a pass out to Lingard. Lingard dribbling to his left, finds Beasley cutting backdoor, who lays it in. 54-46. We've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against San Francisco. I believe that's Lingard. It is, and that'll be his 3rd. They got him on the chuck on Ike as he was trying to battle for position in the paint, and that is foul number 3 on Lingard. We've got an official timeout in Spokane. 15:04 to play. Bulldogs 54, Dons 46. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
Well, hey, Zach fans, the Xfinity 10G network. Get the fastest internet with faster speed rolling out every day. Enjoy reliable connection so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. Tom Hudson, Adam Morrison with you here. The Bulldogs leading 54-46, 15:04 to play here in our basketball game. Some foul trouble potentially here, Mo, for USF. Abosi's on the floor with 3. Lingard also with 3 personal fouls. We'll see if they go to O'Donnell. They're back up big, the freshman, who actually played okay in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like he's sitting on the bench. He's going to sub in for Lingard, but it's very thin inside for San Francisco. EK's responded to a horrible start to the basketball game. He's really rounded out and had a good, solid game overall, 13-9, but slowed down inside, got deeper paint touches, and just laid the ball in and delivered. It's a big juncture in the game. San Francisco kind of waning right now, out of rhythm offensively. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. We've struggled a little bit with knocking teams out, per se, here this season.
Gonzaga will have the basketball. Nemhard to inbound on the baseline. Ryan flips it out to Hickman at the three-point line right side. He gets a screen from Ajayi. Pulls up, shoots a 3. Wouldn't go down, and the rebound is grabbed by Abosi. He hands it off to Williams. Bulldogs lead is 54-46. Williams cross half court with it. Defended by Innocente. Passes right side, Abosi. One dribble, back to Williams. One-handed pass over to Beasley. Fakes the 3, dribbles to the left wing. Pass back out to Williams. 10 seconds to shoot. Williams gets a screen from Abosi. Dribbling to his right, and Innocente cuts him off. Williams goes back to his left, spins, fires, misses. Ike clears the glass for the double-double, 13 and 10. Nemhard into the front court. Bulldogs lead 54-46. Ryan off the screen from Ike. Pulls up, left elbow, jumper, good. The lead back to double digits. It's 56-46.
San Francisco goes way under by the WCC marker under the free throw line. That's an easy pull-up jumper for Nemhard.
Abosi dribbles to his left. Ryan now with 12. First bucket of the second half. O'Donnell top of the key. Spins away from the pressure. Ike hands it off to Beasley. Beasley refusing the screen of Abosi. Now passes back to Abosi. O'Donnell top of the key. 8 seconds to shoot. O'Donnell dribbles to his left. Hands it off to Riley. Riley, a little awkward Euro step. Throws it up. Almost got it to go. Fight for the rebound between O'Donnell and Ajayi. O'Donnell out of bounds as those two battle for it. So it's going to turn over to the Zags. Williams to the bench. Riley to the bench. Thomas is checked back in. Beasley returns. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, Graham Ike gets his first rest of the second half. Braden Huff checks in. Riley now is going to head to the bench. And back in is Rivera Torres. Nemhard goes in the front court to Innocente in front of Coach Few on the Bulldogs bench. Over to Huff at the three-point line. Fakes a handoff to Stromer. Beautiful bounce from Huff to Nemhard. The Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the game. They give Nemhard 14 points. 54-46 is the Bulldog advantage. Beasley bounces top of the key, O'Donnell. O'Donnell spinning away from Huff, hands it off. Vera Torres can't get up a shot on Stromer, kicks it back out. Abosi. The mismatch on Nemhard takes him into the paint. Ryan strips it away. O'Donnell comes away with it. 1 second to shoot. He does. It's an air ball. Third shot clock violation of the game on San Francisco.
Excellent hands inside by Nemhard. Abosi trying to post him up. Slaps down on it, gets a deflection, then forces the quick errant shot by O'Donnell. Like you mentioned, 3 shot clock violations defensively for Gonzaga. Terrific energy here in the second half.
O'Donnell checks out. Lingard is back in with those 3 personals. Didn't get much of a breather. Abosi also heads to the bench, and Wang comes back in. Obviously, Chris Gerlison sees this as a pivotal moment.
Yeah, he's got to try to slow down this Gonzaga run.
58-46 Bulldogs lead, just under 13 to play. Here's Ajayi between the circles. Left side pass, Innocente. Gives it up to Stromer out top. Dusty gets a screen from Ajayi, pulls up, shoots a 3, halfway down, popped out, and Innocente keeps it alive. Ajayi comes away with the offensive rebound. Beasley tried to strip it away. Ajayi gets it back to Huff, gives it up Nemhard, wide open, fakes the 3, dribbles to his left, will fire it. That one won't go down. Ajayi tries the tip dunk, wouldn't go down, and Lingard comes away with it.
Great activity by Ajayi. He's flying around all over the place.
Beasley driving, gets all the way through the defense. Late challenge by Innocente, but he can't get there. It's a 10-point Bulldog lead. Quickly, Nemhard finds Huff. Double comes. Kick out to Nemhard. One-hander over to Innocente. Right sideline, Stromer. Stromer. Back out to Nemhard. It's a screen from Huff. Dribbles to the left wing. Now defended by Lingard. 9 seconds to shoot. Ryan off the dribble. Pull-up jumper. Sticks it. Nemhard taking over offensively. He has 16 points. Lead back to 12 for the Bulldogs. Beasley gives it up to Wang at 30 feet. Right sideline pass, Thomas. Thomas gets a screen from Lingard. Dribbles out between the circles. Short pass, Lingard hands it back to Thomas. Thomas over in Achente. Rims out. Ajayi with another rebound for the Bulldogs. That's his 9th of the game. Quickly hands it off to Nembhard. Ryan in the front court. Gives it up in the corner. 3. And Achente wouldn't go down. Huff and Lingard battling for the rebound. It's Braden last to touch. 11 minutes, 23 seconds to play in our basketball game. Our score, Gonzaga 60, San Francisco 48. We've got a timeout on the floor. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service. And that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Zags lead 60-48 here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. We're visiting USF. If you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make the smart play and head on out to Cal. The Bulldogs led offensively by Ryan Nembhard, who has 16 points. He's 7 of 13 from the field. Ike with 13. Greg has 11. Ajayi, 9 points, 9 boards. Mo, those guys have absolutely carried the load for the Bulldogs here, who have outscored San Francisco 22-10 to open the second half.
Yeah, excellent energy, especially on the rebounding aspect, and then just finishing inside. And Greg's been terrific inside. Ajayi's been terrific inside. Graham Ike as well. So I just love the energy and effort. Winning plays around the rim, tipping basketballs, getting putbacks, creating foul pressure on San Francisco. Up 12 with 11:23. Let's see if we can extend this lead, but this is a good second half so far for Gonzaga.
Huff, Ajayi, and Achente. Nembhard, Stromer out of the Bulldogs huddle. It'll be Thomas, Williams, Wang, Riley, and Lingard for San Francisco. A lot of substitutions for the Dons tonight. They've been cycling through players. Williams lets the ball roll up the floor. Now he picks it up into the front court, hands it off on the far sideline. Riley had it briefly, now to Thomas. Back to Williams, little weave action to Lingard, hands it back to Williams. Williams gets his screen, dribbles to his right, pass back left. Lingard fakes left, drives right. Huff body bumps him. Lingard can't finish. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. For the Bulldogs, not a bad foul for Braden Huff, his second, sending a 43% free throw shooter to the line. 60-48, the Bulldogs lead, 11:09 to play. First one is all net. And Hickman up off the Bulldog bench. Lingard makes them both. Hickman in, Stromer to the bench. 10-point lead is Nemhard. Brings the Bulldogs from the offensive end. Gives it up to Ajayi. Right side in Achente. Back out top for Nemhard. Nemhard gets a screen from Huff. Dribbles to his left. Keeps the dribble alive. Now bouncing the paint. Huff spins, scores. 2 more for Huff off the assist from Nemhard. Under 11 to play here. Riley gives it up right side for Williams. Williams bounces to Lingard. Faces up on Huff. Big man dribbling to his left. Gets a screen from Williams. Passes back out to Williams, who fires a contested 3 and knocks it down.
Tough shot. That's pretty good defense from Hickman. Contested.
62-53 is the Gonzaga advantage. Ajayi 3-point line right side to Hickman. Back out to Nemhard. Nemhard off a screen from Huff. Dribbles to his left. Steps back. Shoots another jumper. That one comes up short. Rebound. Chased down by Inocente. My goodness. Which one of you is going to blow that guy right underneath the basket? I'm laughing, folks. I mean, Inocente's jersey was pulled out of his shorts.
Yeah,
when Riley had a full fist. Just pulled his shorts down. My goodness. Foul goes on Riley. Bulldogs inbound to Huff, and he scores. Boy, a blown defensive coverage there. Huff has 7. 64-53, feed to Thomas. It's a foul on the ground. Thomas is asking for the continuation, but he won't get it. Foul goes against Braden Huff. That is his 3rd.
Thomas is quick up the floor, right, Huddy, especially in transition with the basketball. He had a right to left, in and out. First half where he scored, that was similar. It's actually a good foul. Would have been a layup.
Inbound to Lingard. Left side 3 is on the way. That's no good. Long rebound, 3-point line grabbed by Huff. Hands it off to Nemhard. Rides quickly into the front court. Dons get back defensively. Ryan keeps his dribble alive. Now gives it up to Hickman. Hickman out top. Beasley back on, defends him. Here's a pass in the corner to Nemhard. Nemhard bounces back to Huff on a little pick and roll. 2 more for Braden. Ryan Nemhard has complete control of this basketball game. Bulldogs by 13.
9th assist of the game, 16 points. Beautiful 2-man basketball.
Here's a drive, a bump, and a foul. It's going to go against Inocente. Number 2 on Inocente.
San Francisco in the bonus already, though. This is an interesting sequence. Usually it's opposite on a home floor.
And a 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3, 9:30 left in the basketball game. So if you're San Francisco, this is a break to try to get back in the basketball game. Obviously score without the clock running.
The officials have something wrong, as that free throw is good. I think the coaching staff, the foul was on Inocente, and they're saying that it was Riley who was fouled and not Thomas. And now the official says, I'm going to look at it, but he wasn't going to look at it before Coach Few brought his attention. And if you're the official, you need to say, I need to see if I made the mistake or not. So San Francisco trying let's get our 83% free throw shooter to the line potentially. That's what the GU coaching staff says. I did not see the foul, Mo. There were a lot of bodies between.
It was 5.
It was 5, and they've sent Riley to the bench.
No, it was 55.
Oh, 55.
55, yes. It was.
So they're going to take the free throw off.
Yes, okay. That's
so it's 55 who was fouled, and then Riley was subbing back in.
Yeah. Okay. I was confused, too, because I was like, well, I know they were saying 5, so I was like, well, Inocente got the foul. So then I didn't realize did the old switcheroo on the free throw shooter. Usually that's an AAU trick.
Yeah. Williams at the line now. Oh, and he gets the kind roll. Oh, man. That would have sent the crowd into a frenzy if he would have missed that one. 9:30 to play. Williams makes the first. Second one also barely goes in. Now they will sub Williams out for Riley. 66-55 is the Gonzaga advantage. 9.5 to play. We've got double technicals. We get one against Ryan Nemhard.
And then Williams going on the bench.
And Williams. Ryan said something to Williams. He was laughing at him, saying, hey, man, what are you trying to do? Before he shot the free throws, and obviously the talk continued. Now, Williams and Nemhard double technicals. San Francisco's going to show some full court pressure, trying to get the ball out of Nemhard's hands. Ryan catches it. Now they'll retreat. 66-55 is the score. Nemhard into the front court to the left side. Hands it off to Hickman. Gets a screen from Huff. Defender Beasley goes down. It's a beautiful look from Hickman. He finds Huff, who's fouled from behind. Couldn't finish, but he's headed to the free throw line. Beasley went down hard. Boy, nobody called that out. And Wang picks up his 4th personal. Braden's first, too strong. He'll shoot one more. That one hits the front of the rim, rolls over and in, so Braden moves into double figures with 10. 67-55. The Bulldogs' biggest lead has been 13. Thomas across half court. Hands it off to Beasley. Sophomore backup point guard. Dribble to the right side. Bulldogs had him trapped briefly. Now Huff sprints back to defend Lingard in the paint. Pass over to Wang. Wang trying to get around Ajayi. Backing him down. Takes him into the paint. Spins and scores with the left hand.
Great move by Wang right there.
Aggressive. Here's a long pass to the floor intended for Inocente. It's stolen by Beasley. Beasley up the left side. Little crossover. Kicks it back to Thomas. He'll fire 3 from the left side. That barely draws iron. Ajayi had his hands on the rebound, lost it. And the Bulldogs are going to catch a break. Wang couldn't control it. Coach Few telling Mike Ajayi to grab the rebound.
Yeah, he's had a terrific game, but he's missed a couple at 9 points, 9 rebounds. But got to stick a fork in those things.
Don's back off defensively. Nemhard will trot across half court with a dribble. Gives it up to Huff. Spins, dribbles once, hands it off to Hickman. Hickman gets a screen from Huff. Bounces back to Braden from 12. Little one-hander. Rolls around and drops in. Well, there's that soft touch of Braden Huff. Give him 12. The Bulldogs lead is back to 12.
Excellent two-man game again. He's so good at that little pocket pass and then that 12-foot floater. He can knock that down.
Beasley gets a screen from Lingard. They look down to Lingard, who is fouled as he goes up for the shot. Nemhard coming over to help. Huff late getting there, commits the personal foul. That's his 4th. And sends Lingard to the free throw line.
It's a good foul, though. You mentioned, what is he, a 43%er? Instead of giving up the dunk, go ahead and hack him.
Lingard's first, rims out. Ike is going to check in for Huff, who leaves with 12 points.
Good minutes for Braden. Only played 3 in the first half. Had, 3 points, 9 in the second, 5 of 7 overall. Good minutes.
Lingard ready for free throw number 2. And that one's good. Lingard's going to check out. It'll be O'Donnell coming back into the game. 69-58 the Gonzaga lead. 8:03 to play. Williams in for Beasley. Hickman's going to inbound on the baseline. Pressure in the backcourt. Pass into Inocente. Thomas will pressure him. Emmanuel gets it away to Nemhard. And Ryan gets the Bulldogs into the offensive end. Nemhard taking his time, gives it up to Ike, right back to Nemhard, looks down low. Ajayi catches, gets around Wang, and scores. Nemhard again, spot on with the pass. Ajayi finishes. It's a 13-point lead.
It's Nemhard's 10th assist, 16 and 10.
Wang out top with it. Dribbles it once, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas off the Wang screen, spins into Inocente, passes back right side. Riley has it, trying to back down Nemhard. Pass out to Williams. Williams, 3. Late contest from Hickman. Long rebound. Nolan chases it down at the three-point line. Wang barrels into him. The official says no, play on. That would have been number 5 on Wang, but he'll stay out there. Hickman hands it off to Nemhard. Bulldogs with 7 minutes to play. Lead 71-58. Nemhard over to Hickman. Fakes the three, drives with the left hand, scoops it high off the glass over Wang, halfway down, wouldn't stay down. Hickman is down behind the play, and we've got a whistle and a foul.
Took out the cameraman for good measure. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he's limping a little bit.
Yeah, that hurts.
Bumped into him. Boy, that's halfway down for Hickman. Wouldn't stay down. And with a foul and an Achente, we have
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Anyone who works for themselves has the toughest boss on the planet, a real taskmaster with no respect for nights or weekends. Still, it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Wheatland Bank makes running a business seamless with a careful mix of personal service, deep resources, and the latest tech. After all, you're only human. Unlike that bully whose name's on the door, your 5-star Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
$13-point lead for the Bulldogs, 6:45 to play here at the Kennel. Hey, Zag fans want to win tickets to the next men's home game, which is coming up on Saturday. We'll stop by Wheatland Bank to enter for your chance to win 2 tickets to the next game. Check online at wheatland.bank/Gonzaga-tickets-giveaway for more details.
That's a lot of dashes and
yes,
commas and all that stuff.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I've gotten through it. That one I kind of
that would be too much for me. Yeah, don't even give me that one.
The Bulldogs lead 71-58, 6:45 to play. How about Ryan Nemhard, his 11th double-double this season, Mo? Graham Ike has his 6th double-double of the year. Bulldogs have had a fantastic second half.
Yeah, it's been terrific. 15 to 25, 60%. Really flown around defensively as well, holding San Francisco's 6 to 16, 37% in the second half. Done a much better job. 1 for 5 defensively from the three-point line as well. Still plenty of basketball, though. 6:45, obviously up 13, like you mentioned. We can extend this lead, put this thing out of reach.
Thomas with 18. Beasley has 14. They lead the way for San Francisco offensively. Williams the free throw line. And the first one is good. But I tell you what, he's getting his money's worth, Mo. He's used every piece of iron and glass that has been available on his.
All the diameter of the cylinder, right? Yeah. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Were you geometry guy? Were you good?
I was. Really? Yeah. And then it all fell apart after that.
Yeah, geometry was a different beast for me. I couldn't do any of it.
That was my apex.
There you go.
Battle into the front court. Gives it up to Ajayi. They leave him wide open. Mike's 3 comes up short. Ajayi fighting for the rebound, keeps it alive. Battle comes away with it. He'll drive with the left hand, bumped off balance by Bosi, who was whistled for his 4th personal. $16 fouls on the Don, so Gonzaga is going to inbound on the baseline. Inbound to Ike, left corner. Ike going to work on Lingard. Spins to the baseline. Shot up. Wouldn't go down. Ajayi gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Took it away from Abosi. Kicks back out to Nemhard. Bulldogs the fresh 20-second shot clock. Nemhard gets a screen from Ike, dribbles to his left, fires on the baseline. Hickman cutting, extra pass in the corner for Battle. He'll drive baseline, pull up, little one-hander, no good, but a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against, it's like Malik Thomas on a push, his second personal foul.
Jai with a double-double as well. That last rebound has been terrific off the bench. 10 rebounds, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field. If you can fly around like that, Huddy, every single game, doesn't mean the numbers have to be there, but just the activity.
Yep.
It's such an asset for us because he creates so much foul pressure. It's a guy that you don't have to run plays for per se to score. And then it's a matchup. What do you put a slow big on him? No, but if you put kind of a 3-2-3 on him as Battle makes the first.
Talk about using every part of the rim.
Toilet bowl right there. Jai just gives you that different look athletically. So he's had a terrific game flying around.
Battle ready for his second. Caleb 4 points tonight. Give him 5 as that one's a little more pure. Back to 13 for the Bulldogs, 73-60. Williams with left-handed dribble across the timeline. Switches to the right. Now bounces it left side three-point line for Thomas. Thomas step back 3 over Battle is good.
Good player, man. 21 points.
63. Yes, he is.
As advertised.
Averaging 19.2 coming in the leading scorer in West Coast Conference play. Nemhard dribbling to his right, defended by Riley. Gives it up left side. Hickman coming off an Ike screen. That 3 rims out. Ike had his hands on the rebound. He's knocked to the ground. I mean, they were holding Graham and threw him to the ground. How in the world is that not a foul? And the Zags are also saying that San Francisco touched it. And again, we're not going to see a replay here, so we'll have to see. 5.5 to go. Bulldogs lead is 10. They might have missed 2 calls on one play. Williams between the circles, gives it up. Lingard driving on Ike. Fires a pass right side. Riley can't get up a shot. Kicks it out to Wang. Now for Thomas. Glances up at the clock. It's at 9. Thomas defended by Ajayi. Drives off balance, off the glass, wouldn't go. Lingard tips it. Is chased down in the near quarter by Hickman, though. Good hustle by Nolan. Exactly 5 minutes to play. 73-63, Gonzaga on top. Nemhard directing traffic. Far sideline in front of the Kennel Club, defended by Thomas. Pass to Ajayi, quick touch over the top. Ike catches, shoots, wouldn't go, but a foul. And Barry Wang, I believe, is going to be whistled for the personal. He is. That is number 5 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Had a few others as well before he fouled out. Comes to the 4:44 mark.
How do you pronounce his name?
It's Barry Wang.
It's spelled
they don't use that one.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I know. That's why I was like,
it's Junji, I believe.
Yeah, Junji Wang. Active player. He just fouled a lot.
It really is. Yep.
Just good movement.
Yeah, just a sophomore, good body.
Yeah, exactly.
Big kid.
Had some nice takes tonight, but just fouling a little bit too much. Obviously, fouling out of the basketball game.
Coach Few's talking to the officials right now. I mean, San Francisco's using this as a full timeout. I mean, Chris Gerlofson has his board out, and he's writing up a play.
You get 30 seconds.
Yeah. I think we're past 30, Mo.
Yeah, no, you're right. Who's got the stopwatch out?
Ike to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2.
When's the last time you used a stopwatch besides your phone, right? Think about it. The old clicker.
Yeah, that's a good question. First free throw, no good for Ike. That's a really good question. I wonder if I can even dig one out of my garage somewhere. Just one of the shoebox in the
shuttle run.
Ike goes 1 out of 2. 74-63. Williams picked up defensively by Hickman. Dribbles to his right. It's a screen from Lingard to the sideline. Pass out to Lingard, three-point line, who hands it right back to the point guard. Williams into the paint, pass left side, Beasley. Beasley almost lost it out of bounds. Coach Few thought the ball was out of bounds. The official says no. Beasley gets up the shot. It's a miss. Rebound goes to Ike. Coach Few said, look at it again. You guys missed another one. Nemhard will bring it up the floor as we approach 4 minutes to play. Bulldogs lead is 11. Ryan gives it up to Innocente. Back to Nemhard on the baseline. Retreats from pressure. 10 seconds to shoot. Ryan looking down low. He's got Ike. Graham into the paint. Finishes with the right. Lead back up to 13 again at 76-63.
Beautiful jump hook in the paint with his offhand.
Riley, three, back iron. Rebound tipped out. The three is on the way. It's good. Thomas hits it. Nemhard commits the personal foul. We have an official timeout on the floor. 3:42 to play. And Beasley and Thomas continue to lead San Francisco offensively. Thomas will be looking for his 25th point of the game when we come back from this timeout. Zags 76, Don 66. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldogs basketball from Learfield.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camas Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline-4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
.342 to play at the Kennel. 76-66 is the Gonzaga lead with Malik Thomas heading to the free throw line. It's Zag fans versus Cougs fans and Northern Quest Winning Colors Challenge. Get your Gonzaga Camas Rewards card and play for the Zags. The fan base with the most points wins $10,000 for their program. Details at northernquest.com. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldogs basketball from Learfield. Thomas to the free throw line. Mo, I was just about to pose this question. Barry Henderson, our crack sports information director, just sent the text over. When's the last time we had 3 double-doubles in a game?
Shoot, that's a good one. I'd say maybe the BC Rui era with J3.
How about last year at San Diego?
Oh, God. Way
Greg,
off.
Nemhard, and Watson.
Huh.
I would have been with you. It's a 4-point play, and it cuts the deficit to 76-67 for the Dons.
Still a lot of basketball left, so I get across the finish line here.
Hickman running the baseline, trying to get in bounds, bounces it into Ajayi. He gets it away to Battle. Battle back to Ajayi. Ajayi's across half court with a dribble. Hands it off to Hickman, and the Bulldogs will set up the offense. 3.5 to play. It's 76-67. Nemhard with it now. Thomas pressures. Nemhard, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbling it down, calling for a screen from Ike. Gets a screen. Little crossover on Thomas. Passes in the corner, intended for Ajayi. You can't control it. It's a turnover on the Bulldogs.
That was on Nemhard. That was outside. Bad pass. Rarely say that about Nemhard, but off target there. Looked like Mahomes in the first half of the Super Bowl.
9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Williams is across half court with a dribble. Gives it up right side. Riley at the three-point line. Top of the key. Lingard shoots a three and makes the three-point shot.
6-point game.
76-70. Under 3 to play. See the Zag fans have a little bit of energy in them. Help this team out. 13-point lead cut to 6 on a couple of threes and a free throw. Nemhard picks up his dribble, gives it up to Ike. Graham, plenty of time, 14 seconds to shoot. Fakes the three, spins, gets into the paint. Lingard's got his arm wrapped around him. Graham finishes. Bulldogs lead by 8.
That's a beautiful take right there. I thought there was a foul as well, like you mentioned.
Beasley dribbling to his left, passes back right. Thomas fires, misses, rebound. Riley flies in and grabs it. His shot is blocked, but he's headed to the free throw line. Well, we talk about these things.
Jai's had a terrific game, but missed a box out on the weak side. Allowed Riley to get a full, clean run at it, timed his jump. San Francisco's going to get 2 free throws because of it. Again, like you said, these are winning plays. You got to secure. You got a bad shot by Thomas, who's been horrendous tonight. Contested 3. We got to secure that rebound. Instead, obviously, San Francisco makes the first free throw. Riley, they got to set up their defense, stop the clock. Press break's got to be ready to go.
Riley made the first, ready for number 2. And he's got them both. 78-72 is the Gonzaga lead. 2:22 to play. And again, pressure in the backcourt from the Dons. Inbound to Nemhard. And dribbles it into the far corner. Long pass up the sideline battle. He gives it up to Ajayi. Ajayi on the run, and he is hammered. They could have got the foul from behind on Williams, and they are going to. Lingard reached in there as well.
Coach Few kind of rolled his eyes a little bit. I know he's going to the free throw line, but I think he wants to eat some of that clock up. Obviously, Ajayi's had a terrific basketball game, but don't want to jinx him. We're not the best free throw shooter we got on the floor, correct? It's funny how I can read Coach Few's mind because I know exactly what he was like. Should be happy that we're going to the free throw line, but
first one is all net.
Swish, take that, Adam.
Yep. KB will head to the bench, and Uchente is back in. Ajayi goes 1 out of 2. Ike fights away the offensive rebound. Big time play. The Bulldogs will run some clock. Nemhard defended by Thomas. Ike comes and sets a screen. Ryan dribbles to his right. 7 seconds to shoot. Driving with the left. Pull-up jumper. Good. All net. Big time. Ryan Nemhard, the lead back to 9.
He's made about 4 of those going to his left hand. Stop and pop. Rarely seen shot in today's basketball. The little 17 to 14 footer. Ryan Nemhard having a terrific game with 18 points, 11 assists.
1 minute, 51 seconds to play. Bulldogs lead is 81-72. This timeout is a full timeout called by the Dons. We're going to keep it here in Spokane. At First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. Ike has 18 points to go along with 12 rebounds. Nemhard, 18 points, 12 assists. Braden Huff, 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Ben Gregg, 11 points. He's 4 of 5 from the field. Mike Ajayi, 12 points, 10 rebounds. So 3 double-doubles for the Bulldogs, who have made 33 of 64 shots, or shooting 51.6% from the field. The 4 out of 14 shooting threes, 11 of 17 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, again, it's been Thomas leading the way with 25. Beasley has 14. Riley with 11 after making those 2 free throws. Don's shooting 43% from the field. They're 9 of 25 from behind the three-point line. Timeout called by the Dons. And they now have 1 remaining. The Bulldogs still with 3 timeouts, leading 81-72. Ike and Uchente, Hickman, Nemhard, Ajayi for the Bulldogs. Beasley, Lingard, like Thomas, Williams, and Riley come out of the Dons huddle. Beasley will inbound from in front of the Kennel Club. Far side of the floor. Short pass into Thomas. Gives it up to Riley. Now left side, where Williams holds. Gets a screen from Lingard. Dribbles from his left to his right. Pass back left for Thomas. Thomas driving. Gets around Innocente. Misses. Lingard rebound. Put back. He does not miss. 81-74. 1:34 to play. Into the front court. Hickman glances over Coach Few. Dribbles it just inside a half court. Thomas presses him heavily. And Coach Few is going to call a timeout with 18 seconds on the shot clock and 1 minute and 22 seconds to play. Caleb Battle is going to check in. Mo, I like the timeout. Get Caleb Battle back on the floor. You go offense for defense here. You had 3 of them. No use to put them in your pocket and take them home.
Ask the Chicago Bears about that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, wise decision, obviously. Coach Few, understanding a 7-point game, 122 still, plenty of basketball left to play, so it's going to drawn-up situation, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Probably take it down to 8, 9 at least, and then go run an action and see if you get something going towards the rim. Then tell your guys, get back, make sure you're matched up right when we come out of this timeout and understand what pick and roll coverages are we in. Are we in switch mode, on any DHO or anything like that? So might as well use them. Might as well get your team organized. Gotta love the second half effort. I know we still haven't won this basketball game, but the second half effort has been terrific this game. Much more Zag-like, if we're going to be honest, of just flying around, making great plays, getting fans excited. Defensively, much better.
Mo, you've talked about it. Hasn't been flawless, but the energy's been there, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to – I'm not going to sit here, and I know you're the same way, and just be overly critical and not have a correct frame of where this team really is. Doesn't mean they're not terrific, but part of it is understanding what personnel you have. Flying around makes up for a lot of the mistakes that we make.
Battle inbounds to Nembhard. Riley pressures him. Ajayi comes out and sets a screen. Nembhard bounce it right side. Pass gets past Williams to Hickman. One-hander off the glass. How about that angle from Hickman? The lead is 83-74.
What a huge shot. He's only made 1 field goal today, and he takes the toughest shot at the end of the shot clock right there at the end of the basketball game.
Riley right side to Thomas, and Thomas is fouled. Ike trying to slap down and knock the ball away, and it looks like he got, I don't know if he got him in the eye or across the nose, but Thomas is going to shoot free throws. And now Coach Gerlifson is going to say, go look at it, but yeah, he slapped it down and tried to knock the ball away. It's an unfortunate play for Thomas. I get it. You don't want to hurt him, and you don't want to see him hurt.
No. Well, but also, the officials should give him as much time as he wants.
Yes, absolutely.
It's fair
I'm
play.
talking about reviewing the play.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like
just
it's a basketball play, like you said, swiping down, trying to steal the basketball. No reason to look for intention or anything like that.
Thomas makes the first. He's had a whale of a game. 56 seconds left.
Yeah, he's been terrific. 26 points.
That second one won't go down. Ike grabs a rebound. 83-75. Hickman brings it up the floor. They try to trap him. He races past Riley. Gets to the baseline with the dribble. Picks it up. He's trapped. And there's a whistle on a foul against Lingard. Nope. They're going to get Riley on the foul. That'll be his third. Innocente is going to check in for the Bulldogs. Hickman to the free throw line. Beasley walking by and talking to Nolan Hickman as he steps to the free throw line.
Gamesmanship.
First one is no good. Innocente will check in for Battle. Second one for Nolan is good. 84-75. Coach Few says it, no threes. Into the front court. Here's a drive by Beasley, blocked from behind by Ike, and they're going to say goaltend, but I also believe the official wants to go and review it. The 41.6 seconds now. Just 4 seconds ran off that clock.
Coach Few just said that to the bench. Exactly right. We got to have some resistance. Obviously, you want to take away the three, but you don't want to open up the floodgates and just let them drive down the paint. And San Francisco gets exactly what they want, a bucket with the stop clock, or the clock stopped. Kind of a double whammy for Gonzaga.
Don's getting a timeout out of this as well. They still have one left. The Bulldogs have 2. And officials continue to look at the monitors. Zags at home again on Saturday night. Pepperdine comes to town. It's a 7 o'clock Saturday night tip.
So I'm confused here, Huddy. What if it's not a goaltending? So then what happens?
So if it's not a goaltend,
is it side out?
Yeah, I think we get it out like it's just
USF.
A bucket. Yeah. No.
No. What if it's not?
Oh, yes. So it's side out. Yep. So they
side
get it.
out
I think
USF?
they figured out that. Yep. They counted it. Yes.
Okay.
So they get it and they.
So that's what's always confused
Yes.
me about. I like seeing if it's goaltending, but what it's not. Like the NFL replay. How they always let the play go.
Yeah.
So then what do you do? Because they blow the whistle and call it a goaltending. What if you look at it, it's not? So then is it automatically the team's ball, the opposite team's ball? Okay. So I figured, but.
A 7-point lead. It's 84-77. 41 seconds to play. Hickman gets it into Battle. Battle tied up by Williams, and now a foul against Williams, who wanted to get a jump ball call.
Yeah, I think he had a fair argument there. I thought Battle kind of exposed the basketball to the defense. Another substitution coming for Gonzaga.
Coach Few, we're going deep here. Offense for defense. Battle will step to the free throw line. Nobody in the rebound for the Bulldogs. 84-77, 39 seconds to play. Caleb's first is good. Ajayi checks in. Confusion for the Bulldogs on who's checking out. That'll be Ike who comes to the bench. Battle second is all net. 86-77. 39 seconds to play. We've got 6 players on the floor for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Stromer who comes off.
Kind of
Coach, you're trying to get a smaller lineup out there.
It's been kind of a mess substituting this last deal here.
Thomas brings it into the front court. Drives, kicks, left side. Williams catches and fires. The 3 is off the iron. Rebound into Chente. Had it stripped away by Beasley. And it's going to be Gonzaga basketball. So, Ike and Stromer are going to check in. Got Innocente and Ajayi to the bench. Obviously, pressure from San Francisco.
Substitutions we had here in the last 10 seconds.
Inbound to Battle, and there's the whistle. Coach Hughes looking at saying, probably should have got the first 2. I'm with you, though, Mo. Boy, KB's got to keep that ball tucked in there.
Yeah, that's flirting with disaster a little bit. Who sings that song?
That's Leonard Skinner.
Nope.
Right? Nope.
Molly Hatchet.
Molly Hatchet. Oh, Mo, you got me.
It's a good old Southern rock one right there.
Zag fans booing USF. Chris Gerlison pulling his team over while Battle waits the free throw line, using this opportunity to get a free timeout.
One time in my life, I had a 69 Camaro with a 454 Muncie 4-speed. Flirting with disaster was definitely always played. Very fun. Battle makes the first free throw.
Stromer and Ike check out. 28 seconds to play.
I had the lap belts, too, and I was like, if I get in a wreck, I'm going through this windshield. Wisely sold that vehicle after I had children. I need to be alive.
Caleb makes both. 11-point lead. Thomas brings the ball up the floor. Dribbles to the right. Steps back. Long jumper off the mark. Ajayi rebounds. Had it stripped away. Nemhard comes away with it. Ryan's into the front court with it. Don's back off. Nemhard's going to dribble it out. After a slow start here at the McCarthy Athletic Center tonight, the Bulldogs have a huge second half. And Gonzaga will move into second place in the West Coast Conference standings with an 88-77 win. Bulldogs come out on top. They win their 31st in a row over the Dons. So Bud Light, proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. 88-77 the final score. Back to the postgame show after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service. And that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
The game is over, but plenty more is still to come. Welcome to the Numerica Credit Union postgame show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Back at the McCarthy Athletic Center where the Bulldogs have defeated San Francisco 88-77. The Dons still have not won in the city of Spokane against the Zags since 1989. Boy, tough start for the Bulldogs, though. Mo was San Francisco took that early 7-0 lead. It took the Bulldogs about 4.5 minutes, closing in at 5 minutes to get on the scoreboard before they got on their feet and were able to come back and take the lead. Credit San Francisco in that first half. It felt like every time the Bulldogs took a 1-point lead or came back and tied it, San Francisco would just go on a quick little, not a major run, but a 4-0, 5-0 spurt and held the Bulldogs at bay for the most part in the first half.
Yeah, San Francisco had a good game plan. We came out a little stagnant, a little bit sloppy offensively. So good job by San Francisco to kind of keep us at bay, like you said, and it ended up being a 38-38 game.
Tip in by Mike Ajayi tied things up at 38 going into the locker room. And then in the second half, the Bulldogs do a nice job coming out as they have done several times in their wins this year. So Gonzaga takes that 38-38 score and pushes the lead to 54-44. So a 16-6 run for the Bulldogs out of the locker room. Mo, they had it up to 13 on 7 occasions, maybe 6 occasions. So 13 was the biggest lead for the Bulldogs in the basketball game. And then, Mo, I'll say this. You give up the 3 and you foul, so it's a 4-point play. That's when it was 76-67. That coming right around 3 minutes to play. So they convert the free throw to make it 76-67, and then they get the 3. So 7 points scored on back-to-back possessions, a 4-point play, and then the 3 cut it to 76-70. You could feel the air in here. And almost from the bench a little bit. Just oh no, here we go again.
Yep.
Kudos to the guys from 76-70, closing this thing out and finishing off a win.
Yeah, they did a good job of executing down the stretch. We took good shots down the stretch. We delivered when we needed to, and then made free throws and took care of the basketball against their press. So,
Yeah, this is a really good win for us, especially being a quad 2 and then moving into second place.
Yeah, so a 76-70. The Bulldogs from there would outscore the Dons 12-7 and not allow the comeback from San Francisco as the Bulldogs move to 10-3 in West Coast Conference play. USF heads home with a 10-4 mark in West Coast Conference action. A quick look at our final stats coming your way right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline 4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
We care about your safety. If you need to break ground on a new outdoor project, be aware that buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza. At Papa Murphy's, dinner's easy and delicious. We make it fresh, scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, so you can bake it at home. Hot, fresh, and perfect every time. Try the Cowboy Pizza tonight for just $12.99. Order now at papamurphys.com. Change the way you pizza.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Zags knock off San Francisco 88-77. They already turned off the scoreboard on me. I always glance up there to find the final score. 88-77 the final here. America Credit Union, money answers people who know Gonzaga does in fact exist. Plus, show your Bulldog private your Zag debit card offered only in America, federally insured by NCUA. Ryan Nemhart out of the locker room to talk about a big Zag win. Well, Ryan, you knew this was going to be a tough one. You got, you're still in there trying to fight and scrap and claw for a league championship. A little bit of a slow start, but man, you guys got it dialed in.
For sure. We started slow, and that's not what we wanted, especially not at home. But we figured it out, man. We locked in, got some stops when we really needed it. And I thought E-Man, Ben was huge tonight in the first half and second half, even though he had fouls. E-Man was huge. Mike was huge. Guys stepped up and really did their job tonight. So I thought it was a good team win versus a very good team. Yeah, and Ryan, it's I think in a lot of ways what you kind of envision this club's going to be, right? There are a lot of different weapons, a lot of different stuff. And you talk about Ben having a really good first half. He's in foul trouble. I mean, you combine what Ben and what Mike did tonight, and you're like, holy cow, like we'll take that out of the four every single night, right? Absolutely. I mean, that's great stuff. Absolutely. That's big time from them, It's been up and down year for those guys, and they've stuck with it all year. They've stayed consistent, stayed in the gym, stayed working, and stayed process oriented. So I'm super happy for both those guys, especially Mike. You know, he's playing some good ball right now.
And then say the same thing in the 5 spot, right? I mean, Graham doesn't score a lot there in the first half. B. Huff comes in, he's great, and then Graham's great, and that's a lot of numbers out of those guys too, man.
It's big time when you have a guy off the bench who could probably start for any other team in the country and probably put up huge numbers, as we see whenever he gets in the game. So those 2 guys were huge for us. We trust those guys so much. We throw the ball into them and let them do their work down there. So it's a luxury to have 2 guys like that.
I want to get this out there, get it in the air, clear it up, and be done with it. They cut it to 6, and you guys finished that sucker off.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
It's about time. You know, it's about time we got one of those close wins. We've been focusing in on it in practice a little bit, so it's about time we got one of those big wins.
Hey, you guys did a great job, Brian. I think it's kind of a sneaky thing that you look at that first half, a lot of early turnovers.
Absolutely.
I think you had 3 in the second half, but a fantastic job taking care of it after a little bit of a shaky start.
Yeah, you know, we've been great all year taking care of the ball, so it's a little abnormal when we don't take care of it, and it obviously showed that it's not great when we do turn it over. But, you know, we figured it out second half. We've been a team all year that's taking care of the ball, so it's always nice to do that.
Also awesome to sit in this chair and watch you guys. I mean, Nolan takes right. I mean, he hadn't scored much. A huge shot. I mean, that's an unbelievable angle. KB made those free throws. I mean, just stuff that you need to win games late.
Absolutely. You know, I just want to say this. Nolan has been huge for us all year. He's tasked with guarding the best player usually on the other team every time. He makes shots. You know, he does all the little things. He's a leader. So Nolan's been huge for us, man. I'm super lucky to have him in the backcourt partner with me, and I love that guy. So I'm super excited for him.
Hey, that's a win.
Absolutely.
And not out of the next, and that's pretty awesome, huh?
Appreciate it, man.
All right, hey, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. That's Ryan Nembhard, another double-double for the Bulldogs point guard as he finishes with 18 points, ties for the team lead in scoring. Also at 12 more assists, 258 on the season for the Bulldogs senior, who was named one of the top 10 for the Cousy Award that goes to the nation's top point guard. That happened earlier this week. So Nembhard with his 11th double-double of the season. And the Bulldogs pick up the win. We'll take a quick break. We'll get to those stats, get you some highlights as well. It's all coming up after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Close your eyes and imagine eating surf and turf at the fanciest steakhouse you've ever been to. Smell the beef, the fish, the cheddar sauce. Oh, there's no cheddar sauce at your imaginary steakhouse? Then open your eyes and head to Arby's. Get a beef and cheddar, fish and cheddar, or crispy fish. 2 for just $6.99. It's even better than you ever imagined. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to